North Korea is known for having the strictest laws on Earth. Anyone who lives there has every aspect of their lives controlled by the oppressive communist government. Each year, an estimated 80 to 200,000 people are kept in labor camps for breaking or even thinking about breaking one of the country's countless laws. So, I wanted to see if it's possible to beat the entire game of Minecraft while doing my best not to break any of the laws of literally the worst country on the entire planet Earth. After countless hours of research, planning, and reading enough North Korean legal documents to put me on several government watch lists, I think I'm up for the challenge. Okay, so I could just create a new world and start the challenge, but there is a law that I need to follow outside of the game before I start. Let me explain. My Minecraft skin would 100% get me arrested if I wore it in North Korea. Famously, North Korea requires that all men and women choose their hairstyle from a specific selection of government-approved styles. And beyond that, there are laws about the kinds of clothes that you can and cannot wear. Basically, there's a certain way that you can look in the country, and as you can see, my current skin is not in cooperation with this. Neither is this one, especially not this one. So, I made a new skin, hooked my man up with the Korean taper fade hairstyle and a state-approved modest outfit that, according to everything that I've read, should be fine to wear within the country. Now that we've got that sorted out, let's change our game's language to the official language of North Korea. Korean, and get going. I named the world Original Game Season 67. You guys are gonna have to Google translate that in order to get that joke. Alright, here we are. We are in the world. I know you must be thinking, first of all, we're gonna get some wood and then, make a pickaxe and then get some stone and get all that stuff. It's gonna be a normal run. Then we have to follow the laws, right? Actually, we can't even get wood. Or I guess we can't get wood yet because of the way that socialism works. Wait, we can't get wood, but why? Well, according to the laws in North Korea, pretty much every natural resource located within the country, I'm talking crops, trees, livestock, are all state-owned and controlled, meaning that a single person is not able to use them for themselves and is forced to, by law, contribute everything that they get to the state. Think of it like this. In our Minecraft world, literally everything is owned by North Korea, so we aren't allowed to use it for personal gains. Hold on. We can't use anything for personal use? Then what do we even do? Well, the same thing that all North Koreans are forced to do, and that's work a government-appointed job. In pretty much every other country, jobs are decided by the individual. In other words, someone who wants to be a doctor or a lawyer can go out and do it. This is not the case for North Korea, where the state assigns you a job no matter what your preference is. So, I came up with a list of 5 jobs that I deemed were absolutely essential for any Minecraft world, and I assigned them a number of 1 through 5 so that I could get a state-assigned job at the beginning of each Minecraft day. After I get my job, I can only carry out that task from sun up until sundown. So without further ado, our job for day 1 of the North Korea challenge will be a miner. So here's what I'm gonna do. So we're allowed to collect resources only for the benefit of the actual country. It's gonna be a little bit complicated to wrap your head around at the beginning, but you'll understand soon enough, okay? So we're allowed to, make a crafting table because we need to do this in order to start mining for the country. You see what I mean? So we can put this down. Well, first of all, we need a pickaxe because we're a miner, right? And then, second of all, we're gonna make a chest, okay? Now this chest represents what is owned by the country, okay? So this is like the North Korea, what is owned by North Korea, okay? So let's kind of start mining. We can just start right here, and we have to do this all day. Okay, so you see how now we have some stone, right? We can't use this stone for ourselves. We either have to upgrade our pickaxe with it in order to mine more efficiently for the country, or we have to put it into the country's donation chest, okay? So like, for example, I can use this dirt because it's kind of part of my job. And then look, I can make a pickaxe, okay? Let's put the old one in the chest. All of this stuff is like state property. This is not mine. I can't use this for my own personal gain. And we're gonna have to mine all day long until, the next day. I know what you're already thinking. How the heck are we gonna get our hands on food? Okay, forget food. If everything's going into that donation chest, how are we gonna get anything? And we're only like 2 laws in, so this is gonna be impossible, right? Wrong! Let's introduce probably the most important mechanic of this challenge. Rations. Rations are a real thing in North Korea. The idea behind it is that every citizen will be well fed and have enough to live on regardless of income or the job that they were assigned. But the system in North Korea is very underfunded, which means that many people receive very little from their rations, sometimes nothing at all. Okay, let's hop back into Minecraft. We already established that everything we get from working our job is going to go into some sort of storage that represents the North Korean government. This reflects what happens in real life. The state takes literally everything from its citizens. So to emulate the rations policy, I'm allowing myself to take back a fraction of what I will collect during my work. Okay, so what's the fraction? Half would be pretty hard. A quarter? An eighth? A tenth? Guys, I'm only allowing myself to keep 1/16 of everything that I collect. And the sad thing is that real North Koreans probably have a way worse ratio than this. So the answer to my previous question of how we're gonna get food is this. We'll have to wait until the government assigns us a job that requires we'll be collecting food, like the butcher or lumber job because of apples. We will work our job all day, only then can we collect 1/16 of the food that we actually obtained. So yeah, this is gonna be a huge problem for me in this run, but hey, I guess that makes it accurate. Okay, mining shouldn't take too much off my hunger bar, so I'll just get to it, I guess. I don't know if I want to mess with the cave right now, to be honest. I mean, we could get some iron just to mine faster, right? But it's going to be really important that we don't take damage, because if you think about it, under these current rules, we theoretically could not even be able to get any food until like day 4 or day 5, or even later. It kind of depends on what we roll. Like, the best roll for us to get food will be butcher. All this stuff is going in the chest. This all belongs to the state, okay? And I just took 2 hearts of damage. That's great. That is great. And our hunger bar is already stooping low. This is not good. This is really not good. Might as well grab some of this iron. Yeah, I'm not messing with that. Dude, we didn't even get enough iron for 1 iron for ourselves. That's crazy. Okay, it's turning nighttime, which means that the workday is officially over. Okay, we need a place to wait out the night. Okay, we're entitled to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cobblestone. Get 1 diorite. All right, this should be enough. I'm just gonna dig a little hole. While I sit in here, I can contemplate the other rules that I haven't even explained yet in this challenge. We're only on day 1, guys. This is gonna be insanely hard. Really quick, before we move on to day 2, let me introduce a couple new laws into the mix, both of which apply to our time off that we're going to get during every night. The first of which is that we're not allowed to personally own or use any weapons. This includes swords, bows, tridents. Anything that can be expressly seen as a weapon is banned during our personal time. This reflects a real law in North Korea which states that a private citizen is not allowed to own or carry any weapons, the only exception being if the usage is required to carry out your job. Fun fact, even kitchen knives are banned in the country, with the maximum length being 15 centimeters. The second law has to do with what we're actually allowed to do with our free time. Well, the answer is pretty much anything that we want, as long as we're submitting all of our gained resources into the ration system and not carrying or using any weapons. We're good. Of course, I'll be hiding in a hole for these first few nights because I'm a giant wuss. Anyways, let's get back to it with day 2. Okay, it's daytime, and you know what that means. What job we gonna get? Ooh, okay, we got lumber, which is actually low-key one of the better jobs. We can actually make an axe and start getting some wood, which is actually really important. But keep in mind, of every 16 wood I get, I only keep 1. Okay, so all that mining, we just got 1 wood. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can find like an oak plains biome, because A, I want the opportunity to get apples, and B, more animals spawn in those, so whenever I become a butcher eventually, like, I want to go there. Yes, okay, this is exactly what I need. Perfect. And it's nighttime and we have 0 apples. I guess we'll have to wait another day to eat food. Hang in there, hunger bar. Another day, another job. All right, what do we get? Ooh, butcher. Okay, this is actually the best one because we can actually get food. Yes. Okay, it feels so good to be actually like killing pigs. That sounded a little bit demented, but okay, keep in mind we need 16 food for just 1 food. Like, this is gonna still be not that much. Ooh, wait, there's actually a village right here. That's actually like really good. Hold on. why is that good? Doesn't North Korea hate foreigners? The answer to that question is, of course, yes, which brings me to another law, which is foreign policy. Within the country of North Korea, foreign influence is strictly forbidden. As recently as 2022, an entire North Korean family, including a 2-year-old child, was put behind bars for the crime of owning a Bible. Now, you can make the argument that since we're considering the entire Minecraft overworld as the country of North Korea in this run, that villages and villagers are fair game to trade with since they're technically a part of North Korea, but that doesn't really feel right to me. A lot of people think that villagers are based on Jewish stereotypes, and because of the real-life Bible example, I don't think that the North Korean government would be chill with me trading with them. But stealing from them? That's a different story. The North Korean government is known for having a disproportionately large military as well as a massive nuclear arsenal, so it's pretty safe to say that they're combative against others, which is why the official challenge rule for foreign policy is that I will not be allowed to trade with villagers, but stealing from them, that's just fine. As long as I submit everything stolen into the ration system, we're all good in the hood. Oh my gosh, finally we can maybe get some food, maybe, if there's enough wheat. Okay, not a bad amount of wheat, I would say. Okay, it's turning night, so I'm about to have to hunker down in a hole, but I did get actually like a decent amount of food. I got a bunch of pork chops, as you can see, and I got some wheat too. Okay, I need to smelt up all this meat and see how much we got. Okay, we got 39 wheat, which means we can take 2 of them. This is a big moment. 6 bread, 3 pork chops, 2 mutton, and 5 bread. This is honestly pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this amount of food.
Another day, another victory for the OG. Let's see what job we get.
Miner. Okay, the goal is to get iron. We need to find a bunch of iron. We need to make the absolute most of this mining day that we have. Ideally, we need 5 iron. We need 3 for a water bucket, 1 for a shield, and 1 for a flint and steel, which if you multiply that out, that's a stack and 16. So we need to hurry and find some iron. Okay, the day is over, but not a bad haul of iron. A stack plus 3, that is decent. Okay, I've started a 2-chest system, so everything that I've already taken the rations out of goes into this chest. So this is like off-limits chest. Okay, this is huge. Okay, that goes in as locked up storage. Boom. Bucket. That's huge. Make ourselves a shield. We have a bucket now. We have a shield. Things are looking up for us. Okay, we have some free time, so I'm actually gonna see if I can go get some flint. We need 16 for 1 flint and steel so that we can go into the Nether. Look at that. Now we have a flint to our name. So all we need is 1 more iron and we can pretty much go to the Nether. Okay, really quick, let's address the elephant in the room. How are we going to be able to have time to go to the Nether and beat the game with all the rules hinging on our workday and rations? Well, according to my research, the work week in North Korea is 6 days, meaning that once per week, we will have a day off and time to venture out into the Nether and hopefully eventually beat the game. The tricky thing is that because of the no weapons rule, we won't be able to bring a sword or axe with us, and we probably won't have any armor or much food to take on the blazes. Not to mention, we will be on a strict time limit because of our government-assigned job waiting for us back in the overworld. So over this next week of work, we need to get as prepared as possible for the Nether and the end so that we can hopefully take them on without any weapons or armor. What's our next job gonna be? Let's roll it. It's another lumber. Let's go ahead and make an iron axe. So this is purely for work purposes, so we're allowed to do it. All right, end of the day, not bad progress. So we have 15 logs. We're really not doing too shabby, are we? All right, it's a new day. What job are we gonna get? Ooh, okay, we actually got builder, which is, this one takes a little bit of explaining. What builder is allowed to do is I'm actually allowed to build with all these materials that I've gathered, and I just have to build infrastructure. So I can build myself a house, I can build whatever I really need, like, you know, in terms of benefit for the country, but I can kind of just build a house. I say we build a house right here. Whenever I was doing research for this challenge, I came across this picture of like all these North Korean houses and they looked completely the same. So I think I'm gonna base my house design off of that picture. No, it's almost night. I guess I could just like keep working. I mean, North Koreans are known to work a little bit past their required hours, so I guess I'll just work into the night. It's fine. Whistle while you work. Oh no. I can't hit it with a weapon since it's free time. I can't. This is really bad. I literally just have to sit here and hope that my shield doesn't break. Dude, I'm sweating my crack off. Oh, thank the Lord. Or should I say thank the leader.
Haha, yes, watch them die.
Okay, it is now day 7, which means it is a free day. I'm gonna finish this floor real quick. Okay, we are not ready to go to the Nether right now, so I kind of just want to finish up this house. And yes, I can use the government resources because it is for the government, essentially. I mean, I'm building them a house. It's not my house. We're pretty much done with this ugly house. Or should I say the country is pretty much done with this ugly house. Yeah, pretty much meaning not quite, because there is one more law that has to do with what you have to put inside every North Korean house. Believe it or not, every North Korean is required to put portraits of the entire Kim family. That is Kim Jong-un, Kim Il-sung, and Kim Jong-il. These portraits must be displayed prominently in the house, and they have to be spotless, no dirt or dust on them. If these conditions are not met, then there can be some extreme consequences. And yes, there are officers who conduct surprise visits specifically to make sure that these conditions are met. So as far as I'm concerned with how serious this law is within the country, we need to move this up to priority number 1, even above the work days. I immediately got to work. For the portraits, I was going to need maps and item frames. And in order to get the maps, I had to find redstone, which I went down to the mine and promptly did. I say promptly, but I found diamonds before I actually found redstone, so this actually took me forever. After this, I crafted up my items and used a special website where you can upload a picture and turn it into an image file that can be used in-game in place of the map file. And this is the final result. Yes! I have the portraits of the supreme leaders in my house now. If you think about it, this is kind of a waste of time because no North Korean officers can actually enter this world. What is happening?
안녕하세요. 저는 귀하의 집 초상화를 검사하기 위해 왔습니다. 방해가 되지 않도록
He hit me.
이제 첫 번째 초상화를 살펴보겠습니다.
What does he think? Is it okay?
허용 가능한. 이제 다음으로 넘어가겠습니다. 정말 멋진 작품이네요. 정말 잘생겼어요.
I think he liked that one. Okay, last one. Hopefully he approves.
이게 뭔가요?
Oh no, he brought his sword out. That can't be good.
먼지 한 점이 있었습니다.
No. He's trying to get me.
아빠, 오늘 제가 기분이 좋아서 다행인 줄 아세요? 무한을 향해 그리고 그 너머로.
Well, I guess that's the last we'll be seeing of him. At this point, the prospect of the Nether is staring me straight in the face, and I have 6 work days to gather enough materials and food to take it on during the next free day. Remember, we're only allowed to keep and personally use 1/16 of our materials. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, just to give you guys a little update, today is day 13 of the challenge. Tonight and tomorrow are going to be our free time that we can use to take on the Nether. And I've been collecting stuff all week, but I don't have like anything. Okay, this chest is all I have to work with, so literally nothing. Okay, it's night, so we're officially in free time. We can do whatever we want. So I'm starting a timer for about 27 minutes, which is going to mark the beginning of day 15, which is when we need to actually be back in the overworld doing our jobs. So we have 25 minutes to go to the Nether, find the fortress, get all of the blaze rods that we need, and get out. So this is going to be dicey. Oh gosh, I have to break this with my fist because I don't have a freaking pickaxe. I don't need this waste of time. Are you serious? Do you guys see what I see? Oh no. Dog, why is there a freaking chicken jockey? Dog, I'm wasting so much time. Okay. And here come the phantoms. Please. Before we enter the Nether, there's one final law that I need to discuss: mandatory military service. When I was brainstorming for this challenge, the problem with the Nether and the end was really difficult for me because after all, doesn't leaving the overworld kind of count as leaving North Korea? And that's illegal. Well, the only exception to this is military members who often get deployed in other countries for different missions. So that's the way I'm choosing to look at the Nether. Believe it or not, this actually makes things way easier for us because once we arrive, since we're in the military, we can craft weapons and we can even keep 100% of the resources that we gather gather in the Nether because technically they're not the property of North Korea. So as long as we throw out our weapons before re-entering the overworld, I'd say we're all good. I mean, we're in the military after all. Dude, I had such a bad spawn. Like, if there's nothing this way, then I could just be totally screwed. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. That is a stroke of luck. Great, now all that's left is the actual hard part. No. Okay. What? There goes a large chunk of my food supply already. I'm beating you to death with this shovel, bro. Come here. Die. Axe crafted. Okay, let's go. Oh, that does so much damage. Oh, no. If they hit me once, I'm cooked. Dog, give me a freaking rod. Arrgh. And now there's a ghast. Okay, that's 2 rods. Okay, 3 more. Come on. I think I'm good on time. Come on, 2 more. Okay, there's 3. No. If I die and lose this challenge, I'm actually gonna flip out. Dude, I'm running out of food. I'm gonna die. Shield. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm out of here. Oh my gosh. Get rid of this axe. Oh my gosh. Oh. With time to spare, baby. With time to spare. After our success in the Nether, there's only one thing left to do now. Work another week and hopefully take on the end on our free day. But how are we going to get pearls? Well, because of the Nether rules, we're allowed to go in there nightly during our free time and kill Endermen, so that's what we'll do. Starting on day 15, I worked again as a farmer. Then when night fell, I entered the Nether and found a warped forest where Endermen spawned. Then I went back to work on day 16 as a butcher, killing animals all day. Then I went back into the Nether and got more pearls. Day 17. Back to work as a lumberer. Day 18, back to work as a miner. Day 19, a farmer. Day 20, a lumberer again. I really felt like a true North Korean, working 24 hours a day for 6 days straight, only to acquire a meager ration for all of my labor. But it was time to take on the dragon. Keep in mind, I had been working for about 4 hours at this point, including preparations for the Nether and the end. I still have no armor, no bow, no weapons, very little food, and a time limit of only 30 minutes to find the stronghold, find the portal, take out the crystals, and fight the dragon. Sounds pretty easy. Okay, the sun's setting. This is actually the culmination of so much work. All right, this is what we're working with. Okay, timer starting now. Okay, we have 30 minutes until the start of the next workday. 30 minutes to beat the game, and then I never have to play on this world again. Let's see where this lands. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Bruh. Imagine if I died to silverfish. Not today. Okay, this is it. I gotta be quick in this fight, bro. I can't waste any time. Like, ugh. I'm locked in. Please hit the top of it. Ooh, okay. Yo! They call me Mr. Clutcher. Oh my gosh, I actually hit that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My life is flashing in front of my eyes right now. Okay, that's all the towers taken out. Come here, baby. Let's go. What? What was that perch? If it keeps perching like this, I'm actually cooked. Dog, what? I'm running out of time. Like, at this rate, I'm actually not going to be able to do it. Please. Okay, that was a decent perch that time. We can do this. Come on. Yes! That took so long. This whole challenge took forever. Hope you enjoyed it. What's up, guys? If you made it to the end of this one, I just want to say thank you so much. If you really like this type of content, go ahead and smash like, smash subscribe. You know, this one took quite a bit of effort in the editing and the gameplay. I mean, hopefully you guys could tell I really worked my butt off to get this one out. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.